Do 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 do. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first, actually, real installment of the uh, Rants with Dez. I got my little notepad. It's funny. That's all I actually have for my stuff. Is just little notes. I will actually have a bigger one in the near future, but tonight's topics are why I started doing this, PC culture, and a couple current events. Um, I've been doing this for quite a while. I'll wait a couple minutes, see if we can get a few more people actually on here. At the end of the day, tonight's live will probably maybe half hour or less. But once I had in the future, I'm thinking by next week, probably getting other people involved. Some of you guys know them already from Instagram, and some of you guys know them from my other YouTube channel. Um, the left or right, everything between. So good times are had by all on that one. I just I just enjoy this. It's one of those things where, oh hell, we'll get started. So why I started doing this? This has been a dream of mine to actually have my own YouTube channel. I shared it with one with Mr. Rogers, but at the end, he was kind of tired of it, so we didn't go live for a while, and it is what it was at that point. And then finally, I got the itch again for the YouTube. And by the way, for those people that actually subscribed already, I appreciate it. By the way, I forgot to do my actual intro that I usually do on Instagram. Happy Monday through Sunday. Good evening, night, morning, or afternoon. Got to make sure you don't offend anybody. I'm gonna remember doing that. That's how I always start the Instagram lives. I have my little chickadee and I got my little rooster. Good times, Rabbi. But getting back to the matter at hand, when I first started doing lives, that was back in 2015 or 16. I actually pre-recorded them. It was pretty funny because I was so damn nervous. And now look at me. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get my hands off of the damn thing so I'm not wobbling the damn table. I would actually pre do them all and never go live because I was too much of a chicken shit. Um, then the China virus happened, and I was like, well, it's either we go live and we actually just have fun that way, or we keep doing the way I was doing, which was kind of stupid. Um, it would take me take me 6, 7 takes before I actually liked what I actually had to say. It was actually pretty funny, but in the same office, aka spare bedroom downstairs. I love it. It's one of those things where this is the Desran office. I need to get rid of that thing. It's a dresser right there that's in the way. It's terrible. And actually, like for me, I'm looking to the right of me, but to you, it looks like I'm going to the left. But anyway, the reason why I started doing these channels was because first and foremost, our church had burned down on the west side, and it was restorable. Still is, still was. It's down now, but they wanted to build a new church, a new church. It was one of those things that really pissed me off because what we had was a historic church, beautiful two steeples, and the way they built it was built out of love. Our church was actually more beautiful than the cathedral we actually have in our diocese. And that's not even me saying that because, I'm from this town. I was to the cathedral and I'm like, this is the cathedral for our diocese? Really? I actually thought that was pretty funny. I'm like, what the bloody hell? Because originally it was supposed to be in this town, and when they first did it, that's why they built it the way they did. Um, but it didn't become that. It was what it was, and so the west side was burnt, and all the water damage. They said it was not restorable. But the time when they were finally taking it down, which was years later, because we were fighting tooth and nail to make sure we kept that church up, if nothing else, to keep it up as a memorial to what the church was. They said no. So it took them twice as long to actually take it down because the structure was still sound. I love it. It was terrible. I had the day off from work that day, and not even planned. And I got a message. Did you see what they're doing? I'm like, what's going on? They're actually taking down the church. I'm like, I was there for probably 3 hours watching steeples come down. It was terrible. And that was one of the reasons why I started doing lives. Actually, one of those lives I ended up having, actually, two of those lives I did about the church ended up having over 1,100, 1,200 views, which is actually for me pretty damn good. But now that I'm on the YouTube, I plan on getting more hopefully in the near future. Well, far enough away, let's be honest. Um, by the way, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. In the future, it's one of those things to be awesome because you know what? I'm working on getting a team together. I already two guys for sure will be joining me at least from time to time. One of those things where good times are had by all, and we're just gonna have fun on here. As I said, this page is gonna be basically religion, some religion, especially being we're actually during this time of year. We got Lent going on right now, so Holy Week is coming up. Plus, election year coming up. It's exciting, exciting time to be alive right now. Um, Actually, their current events for today actually have everything to do with that. We'll begin that later. But the other reason why I started going live was because I was so pissed off at how the media was portraying Trump. First and foremost, like I've said many times over on the Instagram and the Facebook, I don't praise Trump. I praise God. But I thank God he gave us Trump for those 4 years. And with his grace, we'll get him again. And the fact is, at the end of the day, we got to fight like hell to make sure this actually does happen that way. This November is the last dance of freedom for the states. I really do believe that. If we don't get Trump in there, people are like, "Oh, Des, you're being too extreme." No, 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 no. If you actually look at the whole rigmarole, you'll you should understand why. So, but those are the two reasons why I started actually doing what I do, and been doing it for quite a few years now, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. At the end of the day, you, the people that actually watch, that comment below, and all that fun stuff, you guys make it worth actually while doing it. Actually, it's like I'm just here speaking my mind, and people are willing to listen. I'm not anybody special. I just have a lot to say. And the fact is, I watch enough podcasts where their ideas come in my head. And as I said, this is a brand new channel. We don't have to always be politics. That's the greatest thing about this. If I get other people involved and they don't want to do all politics, we can do other stuff as well. We could do a fashion part. We could do, a whole rigmarole of other stuff. That's what I love about this channel right now. It's brand new. Today, the YouTube gave birth to Rants with Dez. That's how I look at it. Today is Rants with Dez birthday. You could say the beginning of the process was Saturday night when I did a check 1, 2. That's how I look at it. Tonight is the actual first one. Basically, that's how I look at today. I'm excited. At work, I was talking about it all day. They were getting annoyed by me. Trust me. It was awesome. I'm like, yeah, no big deal. I'm a YouTuber now. I'm a YouTuber. What do you think about that now? That was what's so funny about it. Nothing like annoying people by something that they don't give a shit about. It's fantastic. I mean, it's like a woman coming up to me and saying, "Oh, I got a new pair of shoes." That's fantastic. Outstanding. No, 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 Des. Look at them. No, no, they're shoes. You wear them. That's all it is. It's like, but I feel the same way with how I was doing it today. But I was like, you know what? I'm a YouTuber now. And I'm going to be posting these videos on Rumble probably starting on Friday. I'm going to make a Rumble account as well. Figure get the best of both worlds. I mean, over there they do actually have freedom of speech, and the YouTube. We appreciate you letting us actually do these lives on here. At the end of the day, it's one of those things we got to get stuff out there for the people that don't watch any news and they watch either CNN or MSNBC or only Fox News. I watch a little bit of everything. I watch CNN for a good laugh, to be honest. At the end of the day, nothing actually makes me laugh than watching old CNN because they swear it's the end of the world if Trump is that guy. And we're saying on our side, the world is over if Trump's not that person that's put in there. That's what's so funny about it. So the reason why I started doing this is because the way they were treating Trump and with the fire in the church at the end, that's basically why I started doing these lives. And I have been going full force ever since. And now that I'm back on the YouTube of my own channel, I'm really excited about that. And for those people that have subscribed already to my channel, appreciate it. And for the few people in the future that actually subscribe to this channel, once again, I appreciate you as well. At the end of the day, if you enjoy what you see, share the video to piss off your liberal friends. We're not even close to being done. I just got to make sure and get all that in there throughout the live. You know, otherwise people are like, "Oh shit." So I think we're done with that part of the segment of why I started doing this. The YouTube was just an extra bonus. It really was. And the greatest thing about this is this laptop cost me nothing. I had to pay for this, and I had a couple other um mic things where they go like the earpiece and then down like that. But I was like, for this, I kind of want to look like a NFL coach. I know I said I was going to tell you the whole roll of the joke, but it was still pretty good. It was in my head the whole damn time. Hey, coach, we did the flea flicker like the last 11 plays. We've lost 45 yards. Trust me, they're not going to fall for it. They're not going to think we're doing flea flicker a 12 time. Flea flicker. It was something stupid that was running in my head, and it's just it looks like a coach to me. I'm not used to wearing a headset. I got to get used to it. It is what it is, and I know once I'm used to it, it's not so bad. And I've watched a few videos on here with my headset. It's outstanding, actually, surround sound. I can't believe how good the surround sound really is. It's like son of a bitch. So let's go to the next topic at hand. Tonight, I wanted to talk about the PC culture, and the definition of the PC culture actually is um, political correctness. Is a term used to describe language, policies, or measures that are intended to avoid offensive and dev- disadvantages to members of particular groups in society. So, what I love about that, the PC culture, all it did was not only make it a lot more controversial out there, but it actually put down people in itself. The PC culture, like when it first started, when Obama first wanted to go with this whole bull crap that is the PC culture, there was a Dukes of Hazard thing where all of a sudden they all want PC culture on us. the the one guy that was white turns out that he was black because he's got black, blood in him or whatever. The freaking Confederate flag ends up being a freaking rainbow flag. It's all the stupid shit that would scare anybody, and it's like I laughed at it at that time because it was like boom right there. But with under 2 years later, everything that they had pretty much said on the Dukes of Hazard on that one, that was a joke one. I think it was on Saturday Night Live. They had that skit, I think, on that one. Basically, all came true. I did not think it was going to happen that fast, but only under a douchebag like Obama, aka VP was Biden at that time, would they actually push it that hard. And they're still pushing the whole PC culture. Basically, if you're white, especially if you're a white conservative, you're basically the worst people in the world. Um, when it comes down to it, we all know that's not true. The media portrays us basically as Nazis or KKK members or whatever you want to call it. The PC culture was not only the biggest cancer to our society, actually, as Americans at a whole, because when in the end when it put everybody down, because how dare you offend anybody, the whole thing, the whole rigmarole that actually was this becomes a cancer. It's like one of those cells, and that cell is going to multiply into another one, into another one, into another one. Everybody knows that by now because we've seen it actually happen firsthand. In those 8 years of Obama, we were a country that actually had respect for individuals. We went from that to your shade. If you're a white man, you're a bad man. If you're a black man, all good, even if you're a criminal. It makes absolutely no sense. But that's Biden's administration, Joe and Obama's administration back then. They're going to try to put the white man down because at the end of the day, if they don't do it that way, they know they're voters for the liberal women and the liberal douchebags that are men that they got their vote either way, so they could still take down the white man and not worry about it because they're not talking about them because they've bowed down to what the society actually is. That black men have always been segregated. They've always been this direction. What's so scary about this is so many people have actually fell for it. Like 2020, the summer of love, wee, when they actually were on their knee. They were on their knee for what was it? The time that the cop was actually on George Floyd's neck, which was not true. All they're doing is kissing the ass of people that don't give a shit about them. And at the end of the day, what is so scary about this is people watch CNN, MSNBC, and think they're actually real news. I'm not news. I'm just a person on here talking about certain topics. And I know better. These asshats that were doing this are just trying to make themselves look good. See, see, we wear these things that you guys wear too. Then it's like, really, asshats? You think that's gonna really make a difference? You think that's gonna be better? You think it's gonna make you look like we're all in this together? Ah, the damn China virus. I know I'm on the YouTube, but I'm still gonna call it the China virus. Uh, probably I'll get less people to watch the video because I said it that way. I don't care. But at the end of the day, the fact that these people catered to the shade of black because at the end of the day, a thug, a criminal by the name of George Floyd did what he did, and they went on their knee and they were actually saying Nancy Pelosi had made the comment, "Thank you, George Floyd, for giving up your life." Yeah, that was his plan the whole day. A fake $20 bill. I'm gonna give up my life because you know what? It was nothing like that whatsoever. And I love the fact that the people out there fell for it and they still fall for it today. That's what scares me the most. The PC culture brought on all this wreck and roll that is bullshit. It's scary as hell because now if you misgender people in certain states, there's certain states where you can go to jail for at least a little bit. How dare you? Yeah, Greta Thunberg. She's a silly person too. That's all I got to say about her. When it comes to the PC culture, the cancer that is the left, um, what is so scary about it is they think that they are doing the right thing. They're thinking they're doing God's work when a lot of them don't even believe in God to begin with. But all they're doing is cancering the whole entire nation because if you don't fall for it, you're a bad person. The PC culture has just got to slowly go away. That's why when Trump won in 2016, I was pretty damn excited. I was like, all right, no more PC culture. But they still say happy holidays. That's one that pisses me off. That's why at the end of every live, I'll be saying happy holidays. Um, they want to take it that way. I'm going to take it my way because at the end of the day, if we're going to say happy holidays just at Christmas time, the next year's or next week is Happy New Year. Instead of you say Merry Christmas, I'm going to say Happy Holidays all year round because I want to take the left down to their knees because these idiots out there think that they are better than you. They think that because, well, your religion, blah, blah, this and, whatever that. At the end of the day, if you're a Christian, you should be, supporting Christ. You should be celebrating Christmas. You should be doing the whole thing that is what this whole thing's about. Yeah, I sound like Kamala Harris on that one. Sorry, I don't have a prompter like Joe Biden does. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. When it comes to the PC culture and the whole thing about Christmas, it really does trap my. You know what? If they would actually just, they could say Happy Holidays, just say Merry Christmas as well. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you are Muslim. I don't care whatever religion you are, whatever the Asians are. Fact is, yeah, that sounds racist. I don't know what they celebrate. Do they celebrate Christ? And I'm sure some of them do, but a lot of them don't. So it's like I don't know what they actually celebrate. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But when you're in America, we celebrate Christmas. It's America holiday, holy day, actually at best, because it's the biggest holy day other than Easter. So when it comes to the PC culture, the happy holidays got to stop. And I thought it was really going to when Trump became president, but no, no, no. Of course, I know they've been saying happy holidays for years and years. But back then, it was also during the time of the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. But the way they do it now really does chap my you know what, because when they do it this way, they just do it to piss us off. And they do a good job of that, I can tell you that much right now. But for now, I think we're done with the PC culture. I got two current events, and then, like as I said, tonight on Thursday I'll be by myself, and maybe next Monday I'll be by myself yet one more time. I might do a Des Rant Shorts, which will be Rants with Des, I guess, Shorts on Saturday. It'll I'm not sure a topic, but I do that on Instagram all the time. I figure what the hell, we're gonna try that on here as well because I love doing the shorts because that's where a lot of people actually watch. Let's be honest, if it's over like when I do get people on here, it's gonna be over an hour. These lives will be because we'll feed off each other type of thing, and that's just the way it goes. Um, but when you're by yourself, it's easy to continue on to the next one, to the next one. Hell, surprises, we're almost 21 minutes in already, and I still got a lot of voice left. Good times. So, when it comes down to the whole enchilada, I should have an enchilada once again. It's been a while. When it comes to all enchilada, when I'm by myself, it'll be only be 20 to half hour lives. Let's do the first current event. So the Supreme Court decided to do the right thing. Trump will be on the ballots. Huge, huge. I don't say it. It was huge. I actually was finishing my Louder or Crowder, and I was like looking at time. I was like, shit, I can't finish my Louder or Crowder before going live. It's one of those things where it is what it is. But the fact is, I said 7 o'clock, and I was maybe a few seconds late, but I was in the 7 o'clock minute, because that's how I roll. On here, I'm going to try to do better than I do on Instagram. Let's be honest. I'm going to be try to. And by the way, comment below if you want to see more of this because I will go live more often, especially once we get more ready for all this stuff. We will gladly go live 3, maybe 4 times on here. And it doesn't take much to find some news topics. Mine are just about the election right now. So Trump won the thing thanks to the Supreme Court. You guys are awesome for that. At least he won one thing. I don't say it. People are like, I won. I don't say it. People told me. They're like, Trump, you won today. I didn't say it. People told me like, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Caesar. I appreciate it. Much love on that one. Yeah, my Trump voice is kind of hoarse tonight. It is what it is. Good times are had by all. Um, so with that said and done, it's exciting that he won today's thing. But what is sad is the fact that it actually have it to happen that way. Um, when it comes down to the whole thing, the whole rigmarole, I'm actually thinking about getting a Des Rant shirt with the rigmarole actually on the back because I love that word. It's funny. I love that word. It's one of the big words I can say decently. But when it comes to the whole rigmarole, that actually is with Trump and with the whole thing with the ballots and whatnot, this should never even happened. All the stuff that they threw at Trump throughout those whole years, all the years since 2016, they threw him under the bus time and time and time again, and he's still going strong. You know why that is? Not only has he got the best lawyers, but he also cares about America. What is so scary at the end of the day is so many people think that Trump is so evil. Really? Is he evil the fact that he supports the Second Amendment? Is he so evil that he supports freedom of speech? Also, is he evil when during his administration, we had more money in our pockets, bringing jobs back to America? Is he evil because he wanted a border? Is he evil because he supported our military and our police departments and first responders in general? Is he evil because he wanted to do what was best for this country and to make the other countries pay more? Because at the end of the day, that's what it took. Trump was sick of the BS that is the normal politician. See, that's why they're scared of him because he can't be bought. That's why he is that badass that we all love and respect because he can't be bought. And that's a glorious thing. Are you, are, is it because the fact where, the tweet? I know a lot of people because of the tweet. If you got money, they let you grab them by the undercarriage. You have a president right now that if he's got a chance with a little kid, he'll go up to the girl, he'll sniff her hair on camera. But you're scared of a man that says if you have money, they let you grab by the pussy. I'll say it, whatever. It is what it is. This is what's so scary. He was speaking the way it was, and it was true. But because he speaks the way it is, even if he never said that, even if Trump would never have said that part, they would have still hated him because he can't be bought. And that's what scares the left to the point where they're like, what do we do next? What do we do? What's the next step we take? Because we can't let this guy in. He's going to take everything down, which was what the plan was. It takes more than 4 years. And let's be honest, it was only 3 years. The last year was a damn China virus. Trump, right now, and I did this one actually on Instagram. The best of two evils? No, he's not evil. I'm not saying he's a saint. Like I said earlier, Trump is a businessman, and he knows what America needs to become what it was many years ago when the forefathers actually had America where it needed to be. Yes, there was a lot of flaws back then too. Yes, I get that. But when it comes to Trump, he was trying to make America wealthy again. He was trying to make America strong again. And he was trying to make America great again. I still love that line. Um, the fact that there's so many people out there that hate Trump that much, especially on the left, makes me want to actually support Trump even more. And that's one of the reasons why when they talk about Ukraine, I can't support Ukraine. I don't support Russia either. The fact is, when the left does what they did, and they do, with the whole rigmarole that actually is more money, please, more money, our taxpayer dollars, more money to feed Ukraine. With Trump in, I would say that war will be done within 2 days. He would set both of them down, probably in a Zoom call type of thing. Listen, we can't do this anymore. We're not going to send you any more money. It'll be done so fast. But under Sleepy Joe, he's not even sure which time he fell last time. Let's be honest. When it comes down to it, Sleepy Joe scares the American people, but he does not scare the world. And that's the truth. That's why Trump being back on the ballot for this next election is huge because you know what? We give a chance to redeem ourselves, like on Dumb and Dumber. Right when I thought you couldn't get any dumber, do something like this and totally redeem yourself. You're damn right, America. Let's redeem ourselves this November. The most fair and honest election in 2020. I mean, we can't say otherwise. I mean, I'm actually on the YouTube where they. I'm still gonna be me. I'm not gonna freaking censor myself. I can slow myself down though for a little bit. So at the end of the day, that's how we're gonna do things on here. I got one more current events, and then I'm gonna call her good. I'm actually impressed. 28 minutes. I'm going strong yet. The fact is, when I go live with myself, usually 15 minutes is usually my max. Giggity. That's why I always say on here, not made for kids. They always give you that option. It's like, yeah, I'm going to make some stupid remarks. I don't care. That's why I always say it's not made for kids. So, Super Tuesday is tomorrow. So, the great state of Minnesota. I'll be doing my voting tomorrow after work. I know a lot of people really don't pay attention to this because, let's be honest, we know dang well it's going to be Trump. But at the end of the day, I still got to do my part because you know what? At the end of the day, if I don't do this and I do a platform like this, I'd be a hypocrite. I really would be. I'm not a hypocrite when it comes. I'm a hypocrite on certain things, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm not. So, question for you guys out there: does Nikki Haley stay in it if she loses like every state tomorrow? Comment below whether it's right now or later on in the future. Comment below. Do you think Nikki Haley actually um, stays in the race if she loses tomorrow? I say she probably does. But the fact is, it's going to be funny either way. That's how I look at it. Nikki Haley's a special piece of work. I think Trump would have probably put her somewhere in the cabinet if she was not such an evil, wicked witch of the West. I mean, to stay in it and you haven't won. She might have won one, I think. At work, somebody was saying that she won like in Washington D.C. I'm not sure if that's true. I can look it up, I guess, right now. What the heck? That's what the iPad is for right now. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I look like a dumbass every time, but that's why the iPad's right here, right? Oh, yes. Okay, now we type. Yeah. Why would somebody ask if she's got siblings? Oh, man. Oh, bloody hell. Silly fat fingers. Win any. Damn it. And we look. Yeah, it says right here she did win DC. Out of all those, she wins the DC the DC one, which is funny. Ooh, one small little section because they're all freaking liberals that probably voted for her. Let's be honest. See, that's one thing that really kind of pisses me off because they actually did that in. I'm not sure which state it was no more at this point, but it was a while back where liberals voted for her, and then they interviewed them. What are you going to vote for at the end? Oh, Biden. And it turns out Joe Biden, his physical went well, or at least what the doctor says. If it did or not, we'll never know. You know what I'm saying? So, Nikki Haley, I wish you would see this in the future, but I know you won't because small peon. Um, are you going to drop out tomorrow if you don't win? I hope it's a yes, but at the same time, I kind of hope it's not because you know what? It's a show that's just keeps on giving. It really is. Thank you, Nikki, for that. I mean, you put so much in, so much effort in, and you're failing so badly. It's hilarious, and I love it. I really do love it. Um, at the end of the day, I actually, in fact, I kind of feel sorry for her. She's evil, yes, but at the same time, she thinks she's a winner. Poor lad, lattice, I guess lattice, not lettuce, but lattice. I know I said it wrong. I don't care. It's one of those things where we're at the pretty much at the end of this one for the night anyway. Um, I'm enjoying this. This is actually pretty damn fun. I was actually like at 6:30. I was kind of nervous. I was like, because this is my first actual one where I'm taking it serious now, and I'm pretty excited about this. This is the future of Des Rants with Des. I'm actually thinking about getting a shirt made for this too as well. I'll have my Des Rant shirts and I'll have my Rants with Des. By the way, I think I'm going to call it good for the nights. 30 some minutes in, I'm pretty impressed with that as well. Once again, I do love you guys. I do appreciate you guys. I'm everybody's favorite saltine cracker. That's what I do on Facebook. Um, and happy holidays because you know what? Happy holidays is not just during the Christmas time. Holidays is all year round. I mean, look at the LGBTQ AAIP plus. I'll be talking about them on Thursday. And the fact is that whole clique that actually is the LGBTQ AAPI play whatever plus blah 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 blah. They're evil. I'll be talking more about that on Thursday. It's one of those things where one of these things at a time, being on brand new, like the PC culture tonight, the LGBT, I don't care what it was called anymore. The LGBTQ. It's so silly. It really is. The fact is, they're the most of them people are not bad, but I'm gonna save that for Thursday. So until Thursday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Happy holidays and peace out.